In this video, we're going to be talking about the history of Earth Day so that way we can celebrate the 50th anniversary! Yay! Coming right up. Hello and welcome to EcoElsa. Welcome back my returners, and for those of you who are new, my name is Elsa and I make videos to help you guys learn about the environment and get outdoors. In today's video we'll be talking about the history of Earth Day as it is the 50th anniversary. Ta-da! So let's get started. Now before we even get into Earth Day and how it started, we need to set the stage a little bit first. So before Earth Day in the US, we were dealing with a lot of rampant environmental issues, disasters, and hazards. There was lots of oil spills, there were rivers on fire, there were lakes that were so toxic you couldn't swim or eat fish from them. We also had different industries putting out tons of pollution, smog, sludge, and tons of other types because they had little to no regulation. In fact, many considered smog to be the smell of prosperity. I'm not kidding, like they literally thought and said that. However, in 1962, when Rachel Carson's Silent Spring came out, more people began to notice the degrading environment around them and realized that they had to do something about it. You had more groups across the US popping up and taking a stand against pollution, trying to protest, trying to get laws and policies changed, and this was the beginning of the 1970s environmental movement. The idea of Earth Day started when Democratic Senator Gaylord Nelson convinced Republican Congressman Pete McCloskey and Dennis Hayes, a young activist, to work with him to organize the first teach-in at college campuses across the country focused on pollution and the environment. Something cool to note is that the trio purposely picked April 22nd for their event because it was a weekday and because it perfectly fell in between spring break and finals for college students. This way they could maximize student participation because they really wanted to get the youth involved. The young activist Hayes soon recognized the potential for this event and organized an additional 85 staff members, as well as began reaching out to a wider variety of groups to help with participating in the event. It was because of all this support blowing up that the trio decided to switch the name to Earth Day, and because of this they got a national movement behind them, even spreading it further around the country. So it's no surprise that when April 22nd rolled around, 20 million Americans, about 10% of the US population at this time, took to the streets and auditoriums and parks to learn about pollution, to help in cleanup efforts, and to protest industries that were polluting the environment, from sea to shining sea. The first Earth Day was also special because you had a lot of groups coming together that didn't traditionally align on issues in support of the environment. Some of the groups that were there that day that traditionally didn't align on issues were Democrats and Republicans, rich and poor, urban and rural residents, and business leaders and labor leaders. The first Earth Day was the great unifying force. It brought together the environmental movement from all different walks of life and corners of the US. And because of this support, by the end of 1970, the US government had created the US Environmental Protection Agency, as well as began passing more legislation and policies to better regulate industries, protect the environment, and human health. Some of the legislation that was passed the first year was the National Environmental Education Act, the Occupational Safety and Health Act, and the Clean Air Act. In the years that followed, the US government also passed more bills to help contribute to protecting the environment and human health, including the Clean Water Act, the Endangered Species Act, and the Federal Insecticide, Fungicide, and Rodenticide Act. It's also important to note that all of this legislation was passed while Nixon was president and the Democrats controlled both the House and Senate. In fact, it was Nixon who proposed the creation of the EPA. In fact, the only environmental policy during this time that Nixon vetoed was an amendment to the Federal Water Pollution Control Act, and this is because of concerns with spending and budgeting. Ultimately, though, his veto was overridden and the amendment was passed. So think what you may about Nixon, but I'm including this information as part of this video because it really does demonstrate the bipartisan support that was behind all these new environmental policies and regulations to industry to help protect our environment and the people who live here. So fast forward into the future a little bit. It wasn't until 1990 that Earth Day went global, when Dennis Hayes and other environmental leaders worked with people across the planet to bring Earth Day to 141 countries with 200 million people participating in Earth Day. Thanks to this push to make Earth Day a global event, more groups around the planet gained traction for their environmental movements and nonprofits as they gained popularity, with people realizing they can do things to help the environment and that they should be. Another cool thing that came out of this push of turning Earth Day into an international event is it helped create a growing support for having the 1992 United Nations Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, which paved the way for tons of other environmental events for the UN and other groups so that humans across the planet could come together to learn from each other, to explore new science, and to try and find better ways of protecting our planet and helping the environment and the people who live here, which is super cool and greatly appreciated as someone who lives here on planet Earth, huh? To this day, Earth Day is considered to be one of the largest secular holidays that is celebrated across the planet, which is super cool that it's still going strong after 50 years. So while here in the year 2020, this wasn't exactly the big 50th anniversary of Earth Day we all were dreaming of and hoping it would be, we still can find ways to help the planet, even while being home, quarantining, or social distancing to help protect our fellow human beings. So unfortunately, that is the end of today's Earth Day history video. But wait, there's more! Our Earth Day celebration is not over yet. Head on over to our YouTube channel and make sure to subscribe, as tonight we will be going live on YouTube for our big Earth Day giveaway finale, as well as playing some Nature Nerd trivia for more prizes. So if any of you guys weren't able to get in on the giveaway that we've been working on and doing over the last few months, to say thank you to all of you guys for your wonderful support as we've gone from YouTube channel and blog to environmental education business. We'll still be doing this stuff, but now we're also doing this stuff. And we couldn't have done it without your support, and that's why we're hosting this giveaway. So if you weren't able to get in on the giveaway as you're just learning about us now, welcome! You can still come tonight and play Nature Nerd Trivia and win one of our 2 Nature Nerd Trivia prize bundles. So we want to make sure all these prizes get to great homes, so we want you guys to head on over there live tonight, see if you won something if you've been participating in the giveaway over the last few months, or try and win some prizes playing Nature Nerd Trivia. It's going to be real fun. But please keep in mind, tonight we are focused on you adults. So this is for parents and teachers. So if you're an adult watching this, welcome. We appreciate all that you do to help your kids get outdoors. Leave your kid in the other room, grab an adult beverage, and join us for some pub trivia, Nature Nerd style. There's going to be lots of cool prizes, so we hope you will join us tonight, 8 p.m. Central Time on the EcoElsa YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out. As well as if you're looking for sneak peeks about those prizes that we'll be giving away, especially the Nature Nerd Trivia ones, head on over to our Facebook channel and check out the event. We have all the details listed in the description and the discussion, and you can find the link for that down below, as well as with all the other good stuff down here. Only other things are, if you're looking for more exclusive content, classes, trainings, things like that, head on over to our Patreon, where we have lots of exclusive resources just for our wonderful patrons. So thank you once again, patrons, for helping support us. As well as if you're looking for some EcoElsa swag and nature art, precious, 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 head on over to our Etsy and check out all of our different nature art that we're offering, as well as other cool things. So check it out, link below. Yay! Love Kiki. We love the Kiki. The Kiki is precious. Precious. And that's it for today. So we hope you guys have a great rest of your week. You be safe, learn lots, have fun, and get outdoors. We look forward to seeing you guys out there again real soon, okay? Real soon. Bye!